Welcome to HopkinsSports.com. Ernie LaRossa joined by Bill Dwan. Johns Hopkins men's lacrosse falls to Virginia 13-12 down here in Charlottesville. And Bill, another typical Hopkins-Virginia game, third straight year, fourth in the last 5 to go to overtime.
Yeah, Ernie, me and Bob, Benson were talking for the game, and I thought it'd be a one-goal game. A couple of the playoff games we had down here were a little bit strange, bigger scoring events, but we thought it'd be a one-goal game either way. And overtime is pretty typical for this matchup, so we weren't surprised by it.
Talk a little bit about the flow of the game. We get out to a quick start, and then they come back, and it's kind of one of those typical, again, Virginia Hopkins games where whoever gets on a run kind of holds momentum for a while.
Yeah, I think we did a decent job early on defensively. We were playing a lot of D in the first half, and then second quarter we didn't have the ball. They actually really dominated us off the ground in all aspects between the defense, offense, and off the wings. So the offense I thought was very efficient in the first half. We didn't really have the ball. And it's difficult playing offense. We don't have the ball, and it's long stretches. So second half, we did a much better job of competing off the ground. We did a great job at the X. I think the kids really competed overall. They made one more play than us at the end of the game. We need to get a stop, and unfortunately, we were a little late out to the rotation. Number one, Callahan, and he stuck a goal to tie it. So now obviously we let it get away there in overtime.
Talk about the mindset of just playing Virginia 3 straight years in overtime. What's the feeling on the bench as the game's tight? And, you're not thinking we're going to overtime, but obviously it could.
Yeah, this game's – I've been around this for quite a while as a player. Then my years here at Hopkins is always a roller coaster. So you have to just – I told the guys during the game, before the game, it's ups and downs. So you have to kind of manage it. You get up by 4, you go down by 4, or a couple. You feel like it's worse because they went from 4-0 to 6-4 them. And they get on that big run. So that's the nature of this game. I've been enough of them to know it's going to be like that. And like I said earlier, they're well coached and they're very talented. So I knew they'd probably fight back and it'd be a close one at the end. That's what happened.
Now, this is a tough loss. Obviously, any loss is tough. Overtime makes it a little harder. But, you get to jump right back in the saddle, so to speak, at UMBC Wednesday. Quick turnaround. Is that a positive right now? You got to go right back at it. You can't worry about that.
Sometimes it is. As a coach, you always like to have more time to prepare. UMBC is talented, and Coach Zimmerman's is a phenomenal coach. So is Coach Tenebrino, Coach Gallagher. So we'll have our hands really full on Wednesday. They had a tough one with Stony Brook, a league rival, and they fought them really tough. So we're expecting that'll be a close game, and we'll get back to work. And it's probably sometimes it is best to get right back into playing somebody. So that's what we're going to do on Wednesday night.
Okay, again, Johns Hopkins falls to Virginia 13-12 down here at Klockner Stadium. Blue Jays back in action on Wednesday night at UMBC. Game time at Retriever Stadium, 7 o'clock.